All right, let's see if this works. Day number 2, live streaming game dev, fishing game. We'll see how we go. See if I can be a little more productive over yesterday. Okay, I never know if I'm actually live when I do this. So that always makes it kind of fun because I might just be talking to myself. Maybe. Okay, yep, it says I'm live. Cool. So I'm just going to jump right into it because the name of the game is Not Wasting Time. So I'm going to start with the task list of things that I want to get done today. Let's see. We're making a fishing game and we want it to be better than it currently is. So let's see the current state of the game. Got a fisher guy, can pick up fish. So one of the ideas that I had is that I kind of want to be able to manually fish with the cursor. And, hello. Joke the Bean. Welcome. So I am going to try and figure out if I can make it so that I can manually fish just by clicking anywhere in the water, and that can be a different way to grab fish as I am trying to collect fish. So I think the easiest, well, I'm just going to set up a to-do list first. So let's say manually fish with cursor. That's a good one. And then I want to stub in more land mass upgrades so that we can do things like this and buy more land. Currently there's just the 2 slots of land, but I want to be able to add more. Hello Thomas, says Captain Cat. Welcome. Welcome to my second ever live stream experience, where the name of the game is not getting distracted and trying to actually make progress on this project instead of reading chat the whole time like I did yesterday. So, making an incremental game about fishing, and right now I am just at the point where I am putting together a to-do list of things that I want to work on next. I also want to make I think I want to see if a timer-based round system is the way to go with this. So I'm going to say implement timer rounds, and we'll say with shop upgrades afterward. So we'll see how that goes. And then what else did I want to do? It seemed like there was something else that I wanted to put on here, and I can't remember what it was. Something about the shop or upgrades. Oh yeah, a good stretch goal I think would be changing the along with the timer round is having the sun kind of change the color palette of the water and the land so that it can feel like it's getting close to sunset as the timer winds down. So I'll make that as a stretch goal for sunset colors. All right. I think that this can be a pretty good list of things that I want to get done here if I don't get too distracted. So we'll see how we go. Thanks for the peeps who jumped into chat. I'm still new to this, so I'll try not to ignore the chat, but maybe this can just be like a cozy co-dev stream. I've got glowing lights in my room, so I understand. Yeah, exactly. Yep. I want to be able to get some progress done while live streaming. That's my goal for today. And maybe that just means it'll be a chill code developing stream. But I'm not going to mess with music or anything like that because I don't know what I'm doing here. So let's start with this. Manually fish with a cursor. So the goal is, instead of just having a fisherman or multiple fishermen fish for me, I want to be able to run my cursor along the water and it to extract fish at a constant rate. So let's see if we can do that first. So first let's check our game cursor class, and we'll see when we are clicking. Let's see. So this is, if we are highlighting a fish and we have the mouse clicked, then we collect the fish. But we can do this outside of here, where we want to use the raycaster. I don't know if, I kind of gutted this class, so I want to be able to know if I hit the water or not. And I wish I wouldn't have gutted it so much, because I used to know a lot of that data. Handle hit, do we have a layer mask that we're using? I don't think so. Here we go. So we have the hit point of the raycast when we click. And really what we need to know is that's an interesting way of doing it. If hit dot I think we can just check the collider's object and what layer it is. And if it equals water, I'm pretty sure that's a thing. I think you need to convert it. It's like layer mask. I forgot what the syntax is. Layer mask, layer to name to layer. And then we say water. That should be what we want. Hello again. Oh, people are jumping on. Hey, what are you working on? Let me show you. So it is oh wow. It is an incremental fishing game where you have fishermen that fish for you as time goes on, and you can use your cursor to pick up the fish that they catch, and you bank it in here, and then you can open up the shop and you can buy more stuff and upgrades, and that is what I'm currently working on. There we go, nice and cleaned up. The idea is that you can expand your land, expand your fishermen and their gear, get more fish, and have a sort of fun progression system like that. I just finished putting together a to-do list for what I want to get done today. The first one is I want to manually fish with the cursor, so that's what I'm working on right now. I want to be able to just click on the water and be able to retrieve fish out of the water at a constant rate. So that's what I am working on currently. And as I've said before, the name of the game is Not Getting Distracted by Chat, because I got very distracted yesterday. And this is my second time live streaming ever in my entire life, so I don't know what I'm doing. But I know how to make games, and so that's what we're doing. So if we raycast and we hit the water, then I'm just going to put a flag in our aimed at tile data. We'll just say did hit water. Oops. And we will actually just do this. So now every time we raycast at the ground, we should be able to know if we hit the water. Are we already raycasting here though? We are. We already have the aimed at tile data. Okay. So this means that we want to spawn a fish. And I don't know how we're currently doing that. So let me look at my fisherman class. Okay, the fishermen are not spawning the fish prefab, maybe the fishing rod. Nope. Do we have a fish class? Yes. And when are you getting used? Fish prefab. Ah, the bobber. The bobber spawns the fish. That makes sense. Said nobody. New video idea. Tier listing Thomas's fits. Oh no. Okay, I have to rant a little bit. I just assume when I see Bite Me games, it's Marnix. It might not be Marnix, but I just always have that assumption. I had 4 people yesterday. Oh, I lost my live stream. Let me see if I can fix that. Or my video. Let's see if that works. Maybe. Nope. Technical difficulties. Okay. Let me try and use my phone as a webcam. I'll be right back. All right, let's see if I can get this to work. Let's see. Maybe I will just give up on the video feed because I don't know what went wrong and I don't know if I'll be able to add my phone here. Let's see. Add source, video capture. Yeah. Okay. I guess I can just use my built-in webcam. That's it's gonna be potato quality, but I guess it's better than nothing. Let's see if we can get that to work. There we go. Yeah, it looks like doo-doo. Then I will add a filter. You guys are experiencing this in real time, and you are seeing all of my ability to not know what I'm doing in real time. There we go. Maybe like that. Maybe like that. There. Now we can stick this over here. Okay, how's that? Not as good as it was, but the name of the game is not getting distracted. How are we doing? Have you considered having an encyclopedia of different fish with different rarities? Ooh, that's a good one. Like Animal Crossing. Yeah, I like that. Like a Pokédex. I'm going to add that to the ideas. Fish Pokédex. I like that better than encyclopedia. Is this round 2? Yeah, this is round 2, man. This is, I decided that, hey, it just is so easy to hit record. I might as well start a live stream while I'm doing this. And then it turns out I just spend my whole time trying to fix my camera because it didn't work. So live and learn. Let's see if I can. Can you give me a rundown of what you're making? Yes, I can. Let me show you. The idea is that you have this little island where you employ fishermen, and this little guy will catch fish for you, and then you can pick up the fish with your cursor. And so you can go around, pick up all the fish, and you get to bank them here. It's an incremental game. So right now I'm going to experiment with making round-based levels or time-based rounds, and at the end you can open up the shop, and then you can buy different upgrades to increase your output of fish that you are catching. You can buy more fishermen. You can get, if I buy this upgraded rod, you'll see the fisherman will turn around and go pick up his new rod, and then he will be able to fish faster, which he doesn't actually fish faster because I was messing with the numbers earlier. So it's actually a worse fishing rod. So that's a bummer. But, and then the idea is you can buy more fishermen and they will all fish for you. That's a bug. Ignore that. And eventually you can get enough money to buy more land, so you can unlock another chunk of island and then employ a lot more fishermen. I'm cheating right now, by the way. And they fill up all the fishing spots, and then you can have a big sort of flowing island fish enterprise. So that's the idea of the game. And then right now I am working on this little to-do list that I put together. Right now I am focusing on trying to manually fish with the cursor. And so the idea is that I want to be able to click on any part of the water and just be able to collect fish at a constant rate. So that's what I'm working on right now. And I'm trying not to get distracted by chat, but we'll see how it goes. Building off your terrain generation from the last game. Yeah, you get it. You get it. That's exactly right. And then you get a bunch of boots. That too. Another stream. Holy moly. Another pizza day. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it. I figured what the heck. It takes like no effort to just hit the go live button. So for those that weren't here, my camera pooped out on me. So we're doing the potato webcam quality. But that's the authentic developer experience. Okay, so let's see how we're spawning fish currently. Perfect. One line. That's all we need. We just have a fish prefab and we just spawn it. Love it. Okay, so we'll just do the same exact thing on the game cursor. We'll do that. We will add a little spot here for a fish prefab. It's kind of a fun challenge to try and not just talk, but also get some programming done. So that should be fine. And then the way that our collision is set up, it should just automatically pick it up. So let's see if that works. Let's go to our game cursor object and give it the fish prefab, which is, I would have thought it's right here. but it sure isn't. Clownfish, fish, other type of fish. Okay. Let's see if this works. Sure didn't. I wonder why. Let me see if... Let's see what we got here. Maybe our water actually isn't in the water layer. Sure enough. Put that in the water layer. Still not working. 10 out of 10 developer. All right, let's debug it. Let's see if actual progress gets made. Yeah, that's the goal. I'm going to see if I can ignore chat as much as possible. Okay. So this came back false. Did hit water is false. And so what we have here is the collider game object layer mask named to layer. I would have thought that, let's just log this and see if we can yeah, that's fine. We'll just log it. See what we're actually hitting when we raycast. Zero. Let's see if the logs are going too fast. It's not really a great way to debug this. Equals something that's not 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not hitting anything ever. Does our water have a collider? Why are there so many waters? What? Who did this? Oh. I wonder if I did that on purpose. That's interesting. I tiled the water. Well, I probably had a good reason. I trust Past Thomas. He knows what he's doing. But what I don't know is why our raycast isn't hitting the water layer. Let's see. Unless I am already masking out the collision, which I thought I was doing, but maybe I'm not. Oh. Let's see. Raycast, handle hit. If it hits something, yeah. It just doesn't seem to be hitting the layer that we want. Interesting. It's so hard to stream and work at the same time. Yeah. I did it with game art for a while and stopped because I just wanted to make faster progress on the art. Yeah, exactly. It's a whole thing. Maybe I'll label this as like a code development stream so that I don't feel guilty for ignoring you guys. But I've also found that it's very helpful for me to talk out loud, and I actually do that anyway. So I thought, hey, why not live stream me talking out loud? Okay, so this is interesting. Let's try this. Instead of getting the layer, let's log what the name of the game object is that it's hitting. So raycast at the water. Oh, we're hitting the raycast plane. That actually makes so much sense. The raycast plane should be underneath the water. I might not even need the raycast plane if the water has a collider. Let's just disable it and see what happens. Science. There we go. Oh, there we go. Look at here. We spawned a lot of fish there. I don't even know what's going on, but I love it. Okay, so that fixed our issue. We still need to make it so that it only comes at a certain rate. And the way that we are spawning them is transform. We want to hit it at the hit position, identity, and my guess is we'll probably need to scale it down. But we will see. Oh my, yeah, okay. Perfect. Look at that. 10 out of 10 fishing game. IGN, 11 out of 10. We love it. Okay, great idea. We're actually going to rebrand this as Fish Painter. There you go. Okay, so this probably needs to be like 5 times smaller. Probably. Oops. Something like that. Massive fish. Yeah, that comes later in the game. We don't want the fish to be this big quite yet. There we go. Okay, now my next question is, though, why are they not being collected? Because they definitely should be collected. Let's see if we're doing anything fancy with them after we spawn them. We have an attached fish. Probably when we're probably activating like a collider on it after it. Actually, let's just go into this class. Collect, release, highlight, unhighlight. Okay, when are we collecting the fish? On mouse down. Well, yeah, but we're not doing that anymore. It's a physics collision. On trigger, enter. Collect. So is the collider? Collider is being enabled, yeah. Releasing. So this is the code for getting it ready to be picked up, but it's also flinging the fish off of the bobber. So it's doing 2 things, but hey, we'll just do it all at once from the cursor and see if it'll just take care of itself. What does it want? Oh, you want the direction. Oh, yeah, okay. What if I put the direction, I'll just put it up. All right. When do we add weather and a day and night cycle? I'm here to scope creep. Oh, you are behind, my friend, because look at this. Next, well, a couple things down on my to-do list. I want to implement timer rounds and then add sunset colors so that as the round begins to end, the sun turns orange and the water turns colors and all of that good stuff. And I think that should be pretty easy to do based off of what I already have, but we'll see. Oh, guys. Yeah. This is exactly what I wanted. obviously we're going to limit the rate at which you can fish like this, but come on. That is going to feel so good as a mechanic, as something that you can upgrade. Very, very happy with this. This is this is great. Big fan. Big fan. Can I do it over here? Yeah, look at that. Doesn't work on land. Good. And yeah, I can just, oh yeah. See? I don't see weather. Fish gun. Oh, I like that too. Oh, this is so great. Big fan. Okay, so then you can collect what the fishermen have caught to get a bulk thing, but then while you're waiting, you can kind of just farm fish on your own. Okay. So now we just need a rate limiter, but it needs to be upgradable in the future as well. So let me think if I want to attach that straight to the game cursor or if I want to put that somewhere else. Now we're just prototyping. We're just going for speed, so let's just put it right in here. Fish manual, fish catch interval. And we'll say every 1 second right now. And then we will also track time last caught fish manually. I'm not afraid of long variable names. I can read. Okay. And then if we hit the water and time minus time last caught fish is greater than the interval, then we can do it. Boom. So now we should just be getting 1 fish every second. Nice. Yeah. Okay. Boys, we're cooking. This is already more than I did yesterday. So I think productivity wise, we are way ahead of the game. That's perfect. Bite on the fisherman. That's great. Okay. So now I think there should be some sort of, I might not do this now, but I think there needs to be an indicator on the cursor, like this little circle. I was about to point to the screen and you guys can't see where I point my finger. But this little circle cursor, I think it should have some sort of thing so that you know when you're about to catch another fish, so that it, like, maybe it grows and goes boop, and then it spawns a fish. I think that would make it so that it's a lot easier to see the cadence, and then when you upgrade it, it'll be like boom, 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 boom. So that's but we'll put that for a future things. Future things. Grow cursor icon in accordance with manually catching fish. Okay, boom. We're cooking. More landmass upgrades. Now this doesn't have to be complicated. I'm literally just going to, right now we have the one that you start with, and then you can open up the shop, and then you can buy this second piece of land that spawns in. And it's literally just the same exact piece of land that I duplicated. So I'm just going to do that a couple more times because it doesn't need to be good. It just has to exist. And I am 100% going to hard code it in the scene because I don't need anything scalable right now. But I will rotate it. And let me think, we can put it, well, first let's turn this one on. And we can put it like, how's that look? Maybe a little bit further. And then this one. Put that like right there. This will be fun to map out when it's permanent because it seems like because it'll be fun to, like right now it's like all linear, but you'll spawn right here and then you'll have like you'll be very far away from this spot over here, which is kind of fun. I need to make sure no rocks are over the fishing spots. This one looks like it is. Let's just move that right there. This one is blocking that. Okay, and it seems like there was an issue last time I set this up with the nav mesh surfaces, making it hard for the nav agents to traverse across them and connect to another island, but we'll see if that works. Okay, so those are the objects in the scene. Let's make sure that they are hooked up in our game manager. I think it just finds them actually. Land masses. Yeah, it just finds them. Great. What else? The upgrade. Do we have some sort of store database, base upgrade database? Nope, that was for a different prototype. How are we storing? It's probably straight in the store pop-up. Let's go to the store pop-up. Pop-up store. No? Oh, here we go. No? Close pop-up handler. Where's the store pop-up handler? Pause. Now I'm really confused. Okay, let's just go to the code. Store pop-up menu handler. Did I miss that somewhere? Oh, it's in the oh, okay, it's down here. That makes sense. Okay, so we have different upgrades. Okay, so I think it's all code driven. It's been a long time since I have looked at this project, so buy new land mass. Oh, it's just all in the game manager. Land upgrade index. Oh, shop config. No, that's where it is. Ah, this is what I wanted. This is where we define all of those upgrades. These are just prices. Land upgrade prices. That's a little steep, Tom. Let's just double it. 75, 150, then maybe 500, and then like 1500. Okay. Now let's see if it works. Hey, thanks, Anthony Martin. Love this channel. You, man, I bet if I knew you in real life, you'd be a swell guy. All right, let's see if we can catch some fish. I'm going to cheat, give myself a bunch of fish, go to the shop, buy some land. There we go. Unlocked a new land chunk. Cheat some more. Buy another piece of land. There we go. And buy another piece of land. I don't have enough. I need to cheat more. There we go. Buy more land. And then my guess is that, yeah, there's nothing. Oh, I don't have enough. Good. Okay. Now the question is, can our fishermen go to each part of the land? Let's see. Yeah. Okay. This is looking pretty good. Look at all of these fishermen catching us fish. pretty happy with this, not gonna lie. I think that this will be a scalable game that is fun to build on. What do we think? Thoughts from the audience. This one says, "Hello, I see. So you've decided to go with another unproductive day of scope creep." All right, you guys suck. Half of the comments are talking about my outfit or my beard or how unproductive I am. So you guys are the worst. Who needs enemies when you have friends like these? Nice. This is great. Okay, so obviously the standard rod is catching fish way too fast. So that's a balance thing that we need to fix. And I will do that right now before I forget. Fisher man. I have 2 fisherman prefabs. Oh, Tom, that's so bad. Wait times to catch. So I'm going to put this back to what it was, which is like 3 to 5 seconds, I think. Okay. But that's really good. Check this out. Boom. We've already done 2 out of the 3 things that I wanted to do during this stream. So, hey Thomas. Hey Artgore84. Something else to complain about. Looks like there's too much bloom in the game. Oh, au contraire. Can there ever be such thing as too much bloom? I think not. Too much bloom. Maybe. But it also depends on... Actually, this will be fun to jump into now because I'll put in the timer and then I'll start messing with the colors. But there's a few different color palettes already built into this engine that I've made. So we can see if this is great. I forgot that I should be making git commits while I'm doing this. So let's actually do that now. What did we do here? We did manual fishing and more land masses. Skip. Back up your projects, ladies and gentlemen. Make frequent commits. Makes your life a whole lot easier. Game is looking like a good game. Woot. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, timer. So we're going to do this in the game manager. And do we have a HUD manager? We used to. I think I deleted it. Yeah. Do we want to reuse our existing HUD manager? Oh, I truly deleted it. Game HUD. That's what I want. Wow, this one's real old. Yeah, with something like Game HUD, it's let's just make this our own. So we'll have a canvas and we will have a text object that will be a timer. And all I'm going to do is make an access point to yeah, we're going to make this as dumb as possible. Some advice that I got a while back is when you're developing games, you want to make your UI as oblivious and dumb as possible. So you don't want to have them, you don't want those classes to have like any context of anything else. You just want to tell it what to do. And you don't even like, you just add events and stuff so that they can say like, oh, somebody pressed me. I don't know what that means, but there you go. Somebody pressed me. And then you have a manager that can kind of do all the logic for that. I thought that was really good advice. Have dumb UI. Should get a tattoo that says that. Okay, Game HUD. Let's add this to our scene before I forget. UITM text. We'll just add it to the canvas. We'll call it game HUD. Move it to the top here. Canvas. This will be our timer text. Another trick when you set up your canvases, always remember to turn your canvas scalars not to constant pixel size, but to scale with the screen size. And I usually use a reference of 1920 by 1080. And that means that when you anchor your text and they have different resolutions, they should look pretty okay. Okay. Now we have, let's just put this like right up. Right up smack dab in the center there. And center it. And I think I have a better font in here. Helios Medium. Let's do that, and then let's make it all caps. And we're just gonna do it as a countdown timer. So let's start at like 30 seconds or something. Okay, good. Check in with the chat. Everybody happy? Huzzah, another day of streaming. Nice. Yeah, it was a last minute decision by me, but I decided to brew a cup of coffee and to just hit the record button while I am messing around. Been a while since we worked together and I saw your live streaming, so I wanted to say hi. Oh, shoot. Art Gore. Oh, is that Renee? Oh, shoot. Renee is the man. I didn't, your profile picture on this chat is so small, so I didn't even recognize you. That's awesome, man. How you been? Renee was somebody that I worked with on Rift of the Necrodancer and I think some other projects. But yeah, really talented artist. Cool guy. Okay. Game manager. Let's get some logic in for our rounds. Round duration. We'll just set it to 30. Then we'll make a variable for when the round started. And then we will have a function to start the round. And time round started equals now. And then we will just if time.time minus time round started is greater than 0, then we will call the game HUD. And I'm just gonna make the game HUD a singleton because I can. Set time text to this. Okay, let's not do this twice. What do you call this? Time elapsed. Don't repeat yourself. Keep it dry. And then we want to format this a certain way. I can't remember the format for, oh, here we go. This is helpful. Currency, general number, exponential, percent. None of this is what I want. Okay, I'm gonna look it up real quick. C# 2-string time format. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's the hour second thing. So you can just do this. Except we don't want hours. We will want minutes, probably. Well, let's just see how that looks. And we're gonna have to start the round. We'll just do that automatically. And we'll see how that looks. Also sneaking in some dev time before I knock out some homework and baby time. Wow, those things seem very different. Homework time and baby time. Okay, what are we doing? Oh, yes, we nailed it. MM and SS. That's really funny, actually. What did I do wrong there? Do I have to make it a time span? And not just a float? Time span. From seconds. There we go. That's probably what I needed. Have you tried using UI Toolkit? No, I haven't. Is that like how they have built-in CSS in the Unity editor? Yeah, it seems cool, but I haven't looked into that at all. That worked, but we are getting. Oh no, that's just how it's hard-coded. It didn't work. Time span from seconds, time elapsed. Input string was not in a correct format. I don't remember how to do time span. Let's see if I've done it in this project or in another project. I've definitely done it in a project. Let me open up. Where's Tank's Target Challenge? I know has done this, but I haven't opened up that project in a long time. It's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Here we go, time util. Well, I wonder if, oh. Time util should be available everywhere. Wow, okay, I'm just gonna grab this. This is not how you should keep your utility scripts up to date, but this is not the time to worry about that. I'm just gonna yoink it and yeah, we'll try that. Time util, format time. There we go, we'll try that. Hi there, first time Thomas stream viewer. How are you going? Oh, thank you, Timotheus. This is a second time Thomas streamer, so we're kind of in the same boat. We did my first stream yesterday, and it was a catastrophic failure because I got nothing done. And today we are trying again and trying to be a little more productive, and we're actually killing it. This is great, except it's going the wrong way. I thought we were going to be counting down, but I guess it is elapsed time. So we probably want to, instead of elapsing the time, we want to say duration minus the elapsed time. That should give us how much time is left. And this is actually too much. I don't think I want milliseconds. So watch this. Bool should include milliseconds. We will default that to true, but when we use it here, we will say should include milliseconds. False. Let's see how that looks. This is only the second time you streamed. Yeah, there you go. Oh, cool. Looks like future streams will be a thing too. Catastrophic failures are good for learning. Man, isn't that the truth? I was just talking to Andy Aramis, and I think it was in one of his YouTube videos, he recommended this book. What was it called? Fail Better, Lose Well. That's what it is. Here, I'll pull it up here. Sorry, I'm trying not to dox myself with all of the stuff that I have. Here we go. Okay. This is something that Aramis recommended that he said really helped him reshape the way that he experiences not living up to expectations or making mistakes or things of that nature. So that's on my list. I haven't read it. Can't really endorse it. Also, check it out. 30-day Tai Chi plan if you guys are into that. But losing well, that's a skill. All right, let's see if our timer works. That's still showing milliseconds. Oh, that's because I added the flag and I never did anything with it. Come on, guys. You should help me call that out. If we should include it, then we want that. Otherwise, let's do that without milliseconds. Do we need this? I think we can just do that. Boom. There we go. Timer. We did it. Now, the question is, what happens when it hits 0? But before we address that, I want to put in some cheats for fast forwarding the game because I already have this in another project. I'm just going to steal that. Let's see. This one. Cheat manager. Speed. No? Oh, time scale. That's what it's called. Okay, because I think controlling time is going to be something that will be very helpful for developing this game. Not F, because F is already taken for giving us fish. F for fish. T for time would make sense, but T is already taken for buying new fishermen. What shortcut makes sense for speeding up the game? How about the number 2? Is that even a... Can we even do that? I actually don't know if that's on a key. Alpha 2. There we go. I'll never remember that, but that's why I have you guys to remind me. Okay. And now if I hit 2, and 2, and 2. Beautiful. Now it's going a lot faster. So once the timer runs out, oh, now it's going up because it's negative. That's actually hilarious. If the time elapsed is greater than 0, then we're setting the time. Else, we are going to set time round started to -1. And that's going to be our indicator that the round is over if it's negative. So if the, and we can expose this too. Let's do public bool is round in progress. And that will just be if this is greater than 0. So then, and this is when it first changes. So let's just open up the shop here. Pop-up manager. Dot instance dot open pop-up, store pop-up, and there we go. And then how can we a lot of these transitions of like, okay, when do we restart the round? When do we close the pop-up? Because right now the pop-up automatically closes whenever you buy a single thing, which is obviously not going to work long term. But I'm trying to figure out the best route for what we want to do here. Well, let's just stop that behavior right now. Closing the pop-up. If we buy a new fisherman, close all pop-ups. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Let's see. Oops. Let's see where else we're doing it from the game manager. Yeah, if we buy a new rod, or if we buy a new bobber, or if we buy a new landmass. Okay. Then we can just say from the store pop-up, whenever we exit, we will also start a new round. Okay, let's see how that works. Yo, friends, new game we're working on or what? Yes, sir. Bean Juice Studios, we are working on a fishing game. Uh-oh. Tech Dave says, I have no willpower. I wanted to work on my project. Watching this instead. I'm not a multitasker. I'm sorry, Tech Dave. If it makes you feel better, I am also being distracted. Okay, whatever just happened there, ignore that. The last thing that I want to do is to distract people from getting their work done. So, yeah, I don't know how to fix that. I guess I can do less streaming. Something's going on with the... I think we tried opening the pop-ups too many times and something weird happened. But let's speed it up. Yeah, something is definitely broken with the behavior with opening the pop-up here. Open pop-up. Actually, this is more clear. Is round in progress. Okay, let's see if that works. That should not pop up first thing. That's not what we want. Let's get a clear picture of what's going on here. He's prototyping a fishing game. Yeah. Me too, but there's good value in seeing others work on their projects. Yeah. I guess don't stream. Hello, Thomas. Hello. I can't read your name. Morna Diedrichs. Hello. Is your upgrade tree a separate system? Oh, indeed. And I am honored that you would just assume that I already have an upgrade tree because I don't yet. But one day I'll have an upgrade tree. Okay, here we are. This is when we are opening up the time elapse is 0. See, this is the thing. The time elapse is 0. We're checking if time elapse is greater than 0. All we need is that. That's it. We just needed a little equal sign. And all of our issues will be resolved. You pronounced it correctly. Nice. There we go. Looking good. Time has started. Let's cheat. Fast forward time. Get some fish. See when the round ends. And nothing happened. Cool, cool, cool. That's sick. Let's see what's going on. What happened here? Time round started. If time elapsed is, greater than 0 and time elapsed is less than the round duration. There we go. Silly mistake. Silly mistakes left and right. Some distractions are worthwhile. I've been trying to find a use for this free uModeler otter pack, and this fishing game looks like it's a good inspiration. uModeler has some good stuff. Also, otters are really cute. I do web dev by day. I don't need CSS when I'm working on a game too. I feel that, man. When I was in college, I had a part-time job where I was making websites for local small businesses. I would go to this guy who had his own web development business, and most of my work there was CSS and trying to like massage these WordPress templates to work with these specific small businesses and just doing colors and padding. And I got really good at CSS, but at what cost? Okay, buy a fisherman, buy 3 fishermen, close it, the new round starts. Guys, we did it. We did it. We have a full game loop now. We can collect fish. We can wait till the timer runs out. It opens up the store. We can buy whatever we want. Close it. It starts a new round automatically. They'll go pick up their upgraded fishing rod. And the game moves on. We did it. Honestly, we are so much more productive than we were yesterday. Look at that. Implement timer rounds. With shop upgrades afterward, we did that. Now we can do sunset colors, which is the thing that I was really excited to do. So let's do it. Also, I'm really happy with the fact that you can fish anywhere in the ocean now. I think that's going to be such a fun mechanic to upgrade. And it will keep the player occupied if they feel like especially when you start. That's why I wanted to implement this. Just talking through some of my design thoughts. Like when you start and you only have one fisherman and you have to wait like 5 seconds between every fish, you're literally just sitting here staring at the screen. There's nothing for you to do. And so I thought if you could just like go and like fish in the water and just collect fish at a slow rate, I think that would be obviously very beneficial because it gives the player something to always be doing to move forward. So anyway, let's buy some land. Nice. Cool. Okay, let's make a git commit, and then we can move on to colors. Timer rounds. Push that up. Back up your projects, guys. I had my laptop just really crap out on me. I can't remember when that was. I think it was over a year ago at this point, but it just got like black streaky lines on it, and then I couldn't use it. And I didn't lose any progress on it because all of my projects are on GitHub. So, okay, colors. A suggestion, I did not completely watch the full stream of yesterday, but for a cozy game, you could add different types of fish and let the player take photos of it. Oh, and that earns them something? Taking pictures of fish. That's interesting. That's earlier we had a suggestion to add a encyclopedia or a Pokédex for different types of fish, which I thought was really cool too. But I like that this is a recurring theme of like discovering new species. So I'm going to write that in Species of fish, photographing them. Cool. Cool. Keep the ideas coming. Is this more of an idle game, or what type of vibes are you aiming for? Yeah, I'm trying to make it an incremental game, so that I guess the way that I would think of it from a design standpoint is a power fantasy. So you start with just one really slow fisherman, and then you kind of ramp up into a bunch of land, a lot of fish, a lot of just trying to, how do you maximize catching more fish and have like an upgrade tree for that. So yeah, incremental style game. And then weather. Yes, we're doing the weather now. You could have a whale that breaches and the player can take a photo. Oh, that'd be interesting. Any benefits to using Git over version control? Technically, Git is a type of version control, but I'm assuming you're talking about Unity's built-in version control, which I have used for other projects, and it's surprisingly good. So I would use either, whatever you're comfortable with. I like Git because you have more control over the... I feel like it's a little more robust for how you can fix things if they break. But yeah, I think the Unity version control used to be plastic SCM, and then Unity acquired it. I think that's what happened. And I heard really good things about that too, because they do a better job of working with assets that aren't text. So if your repository is mostly code and text, then I think Git is really good at doing like diffs and changes with text files. But if you're working with like binary files or like media files, pictures and textures and stuff, I think that Unity's version control or plastic SCM is really good too. I think they have a feature where you can check it out and then it will like lock it so that your teammates know not to touch it, which is the most handy thing in the world. I had to write a custom script to do that, and I actually don't think I wrote it. I worked on it, but it was something that we had at my last job that a few people worked on. But just like a kind of how I have this custom file selector here in my Unity editor, it was like a file checkout tool that helped you know if other people were working on like different scenes or something, so then you wouldn't have merge conflicts. So anyway, let's look at the weather, because the thing that I have that exists right now is something called the World Color Manager, and it looks like I'm not using it. So this might be an issue. Let me close all these and then we can look at it. Uh-oh. I deleted it. Tom, you are so dumb. Why are you deleting things? Oh, it's because this actually isn't a branch off of my previous project. That's why. So I'll just steal it from another one. World Color Manager. I'm actually going to... open in Finder. And I'm going to copy this over to my project so that the meta files match up so that I can bring the prefabs over too. Give me 1 second. Let's open up the scripts. And here, I'll let you guys look at the people fishing while I do this. Let's cheat a bunch, unlock a bunch of land, unlock a bunch of fishermen. There you go. You guys can watch that. Okay. Let's take this script file, put it over here. Did that work? World Color Manager. And then there was another thing that I wanted. Let's take a look at it. Okay, I can't leave this running. I need to refresh. You can also add fish population control to force the player to upgrade new land. If they catch too many fish at the same spot, the fish can dry up. That's a good thought. We had somebody suggest that yesterday too, like fish can go rancid, or maybe there's something like birds that come and catch your fish if they sit for too long. But I like that idea of fish expiring too. So instead of just buying more fishermen, they need to control it. Also because too many fishermen in one spot can dry up that spot more quickly. That's interesting. Does the fishing with mouse feature make it so anywhere in the water works, or just patches of fish going by? Right now it's anywhere in the water. We'll see if that changes, but we'll see how it works. Right now it's just anywhere in the water. So what else do I need to get the world color manager to work? Oh, this might not even be worth it. I think it will be though. I don't need this. I don't need this. I do need the world color data. Let's grab that as well. Don't need the HUD manager. Don't need this. Don't need this. This is all code from bridges and docks, so don't really need that. Material database, that's something that I will need. Well, I'm going to copy this over just so that I can reference it, I guess. Actually, I'm going to do it here. Sorry, I know this is probably not very interesting to watch. I'm just stealing code from old projects. But I thought I had all this in the project already. We'll see if it's actually useful or not. Material database. Color util. That's another one. Oh, we do have that. Good. World color database. We should have this. Did I not? Oh, yeah. Good. What's all this? HUD manager, tile finder. Yeah. Current world. HUD color data. Yeah, we can keep that, I guess. Icon manager. Man, this takes me back. Okay. Another idea, get more fish. The player with their mouse can drag from catching fish to throw out feed to lure fish in. Oh, that'd be fun. Call of the Wild hunting sim has a hunting pressure mechanic. If you hunt one area too much, there are fewer animals to hunt. It might... Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, it makes sense because then you would have to move to new areas. You can give... yeah. Let's write that down before we forget. Let's say... fishing holes, I guess we can call them. Swarms that move to manually fish in. Nice. I love how every other message in the chat is about the sea otter pack. It's so funny to me. Okay. I forgot that we did that too. We don't need this. Get rid of that. We can get rid of that. And then we just need the prefabs for the world color database. Let's see if I can find that. inside assets. I am pleasantly surprised how much progress we are making today compared to yesterday, though. This makes me think maybe I can actually do both, stream and develop this game. But we'll see. Here we go, world color database. Is there anything else that I want in here? I think that's it. Wait, what? I already have a world color database asset in here? That doesn't make any sense. Resources, world color database. Well, shoot. Oh, but it's missing everything. Okay, let's replace it. Missing world color data. This is the whole reason that I wanted to copy all that stuff over there, because I already had world color data that had good color schemes that I wanted to utilize. But I don't know why it's missing. How could I fix this? I'm going to try opening up my old project. Oops. Here we go. Let's open up Bridges and Docks. We will just continue. I forgot that I need to check the time. Make sure that I don't have any important texts. Nope, good to go. Okay, let's look at this. So now we have Bridges and Docks open, and let's see if we can steal the color data from here. Resources, world color database, right here. Oh, it's because they're actual objects. I forgot about that. World colors. Okay. Put that in. It's in scriptable objects. Okay. I always forget how these things are laid out. There we go. Okay. Now we have all of these. See, this is how I, okay, for context, for people that don't know, let's pull up Bridges and Docks. This is a game that I made that is basically a glorified island generation tool. And you can do things like make a tile-based island, add some buildings and trees and animals and bridges and docks. And part of this game that I allowed the player to choose from is different color palettes. Oh, there you go, right here. So these are all of the different color palettes that are available in the game that you can unlock. And each of those are saved in these little things right here. And so each color palette, I went in and I just tried to do my best to see which colors played well together. And I actually had a fun trick for coming up with these different color palettes. I took images that I thought were really pretty and had a good color palette, and then I just dropped the JPEG into like a color picker, and it extracted all of the main colors from it. And that's kind of how I figured out all of these different pairings and what I thought looked good together. All that to say, we now have the color data. Now we need a way to apply it because the way that the tile system works is different in Bridges and Docks versus this fishing game. So let's see if we can get it to work. Grass. Let's see. Let's look at. Okay, so these have base tiles, cubes. Oh, we can just change these. That's perfect. So I'm gonna do that here. We're gonna make a world color manager. And we can drag in the water. Oh, there's multiple waters though, which is funny. And actually we don't need, yeah, we don't need the water renderer. I'm pretty sure. What would we even be using that for? Oh, that's because I disabled water. I was playing with a chasm mechanic. Set property block. Oh, this is how we're applying it though. So we do actually need it. Joke's on me. All right, sorry, this is kind of getting boring. How's chat going? If it is your vibe, instead of by fish count, you add fish by weight. Oh, that'd be fun. Forces the player to feed the fish. Yo, Thomas is streaming again. How are you progressing? I am crushing it. There's errors in the build right now, but let me fix this real quick. Nope. Get rid of this. Okay, I don't know why this is unreachable, but oh, is using water is always true. That's fine. I'll show you. Look at how much progress we've done today. So let's pull this up. We'll go into full screen mode. Why not? We have our little fisherman guy. We can pick up these fish for free. And then we added a new mechanic where we can fish in any body of water just by clicking. And so if you hold it down, you will spawn a fish that you catch out of the water once every second. That'll be a mechanic that's upgradable in the future, but that's pretty cool because now you can catch fish, and then you can see there's a timer at the top. And once that hits 0, the round is over. It opens up the shop, and you can upgrade whatever you want. Maybe I'll buy a couple more fishermen. And then you close it, new round starts. So you got 30 seconds to try and collect as many fish as you can. And things are looking pretty good. If I cheat and I give myself a lot of fish and I open up the shop, I can buy a bunch of land. And you can see, boom. Now we have a big expanse of land that we can upgrade our fishermen with. We can buy a bunch of different fishermen and they will go and do what fishermen do best. But good night all, and Thomas, it is midnight here. Oh dang, thanks for staying up. Got to go to bed for work. D&D session ended, and then I saw you're streaming. Ah, thanks, I appreciate it. Man, midnight is poof. I hardly see midnight these days. That is a tall ask for me. So thanks for hanging out. There we go. So this is the update on the game, and right now we are doing what we can to manipulate the colors. So that's what I'm working on right now. So I want to be able to manipulate the colors. Oops. I wish Unity let you multi-select a lot of these things, but they don't. At least not from the search. So I have to do this by hand. Add all of the water renderers. 6, 7, 8. Okay. This can just be one. Should live edit, yeah. Water material, okay. Let's make sure that we have the right water material here. Lock, add tab, inspector, bring that down here. Click on the water, water reflective. Chasm material, we don't need. Okay, let's see if this works out of the box or if I need to make more changes. Wow. Yeah, you can see the water data is vastly different now. So let's see if we can pull this up. Let's try a different color data. Okay, so it works for the water. Now we just need to apply it to the land tiles. But that's looking pretty good. So we can successfully change the water, which is good. We're gonna want to interpolate it so that it goes gradually from like the blue to like the sunsetty red, of course. Let's see. Yeah, a lot more productive than last stream, definitely. But yeah, I think it looks sick so far too. I'm excited about it. I think it'll be a fun game. You can also, instead of timer base, have it that the player should sell their fish. Selling fish gives money, and that is used to buy more things. Yeah, I think I'm still on the fence about it. If I want the rounds to be like timer based, and then you go to the shop and then come back, or if it should just be something that's ongoing, kind of more like an idle game. But we'll see. You can attach prices to different types of fish. Yeah. Depends on how complicated the incremental game is to be. Yep. And certain fishing rods can cast further, so the fisherman can cast deeper to catch bigger fish. Definitely. Yeah, last stream, yesterday, we were talking about adding boats so that fishermen can go out into deeper waters as well. I think that would be a lot of fun. But yeah, all very good ideas. Okay, so we want to... All I really need to do is change the grass topper mat and the land tile mat. So let's just add those here. And set color data, update world colors, yes. Grass topper mat. Set color. Can we get this from the material database or is it built into it? Oh no, it's right here. Boom. Grass material. Dot color. No. What do you want from me? Oh, we just want to set the material. There we go. And then the land tile material can be the base. Oh, wait. Oh, grass mat is different than topper mat. Gotta learn how to name stuff. That's all programming is. Just learn how to name things. Okay. Grass topper mat. This should be locked. Let's go here. Go here. Land tile mat can go here. And then grass topper mat can go right here. And let's see if this works. Drum roll, please. Didn't look like it worked. Sure did not. Nope. And I don't know why. Let's look. Oh. I need to actually apply it to the materials. Is there an intelligent way that I can do this without having to manually set up each tile and renderer? Let me think. Is there a way? Boy, I don't know. I don't know if there is an intelligent way to do that. Will there be more fish? Yes, there will be more fish. Different colors and such are coming, but what about sharks and whales? Yes. Well, I don't know, but I like the idea. Can you dispatch boats of fishermen to get whales and sharks and then get it at the end? Yes, I like that idea. Yep. Yeah, definitely that's so I guess just to talk about sort of my development philosophy here, right now I'm in the prototyping phase where I'm trying to find the game loop and make sure that the thing that I am working on works as a system, as a fun system where you can go, get rewarded, have fun, and expand and build your own island fishing village. And then part 2 of that will be like the content side. So that'll be like adding more fish, adding different types of fishermen and more upgrades. And I'm going to build out a whole upgrade tree and all of that stuff. So that'll come later. Right now, I am just trying to figure out if the core loop is good and if having time-based rounds is how I want to do it. And part of that is implementing these color changes so that I can have a gradual sunset and see if that feels good or not. But basically the issue that I'm running into is that in my last game, each of these little tiles that makes up the island, they were each smart enough so that I could grab them as an object and change their properties. And I got rid of that in this project because I just wanted big blobs of islands and not have each individual tile have its own logic. The problem with that now is that I can't individually select which renderers I want to change how they represent themselves. So I'm trying to figure out how I can apply colors to all of these. I could just do it by name. I don't know. That's such a bad way to do it, but boy, it would be so irresponsible of me to just grab every object that was called a cube. But I'm so tempted to do it because I think it would be the fastest way. How many cubes do I have in here that I think I'm just going to do it. I think I'm going to do it. It's so bad. Okay, I'll show you guys a trick. When you are doing something irresponsible in code, there's a way to feel good about it, and I'll show you what it is. So, if I want to all land renderers equals find objects by type. They just changed the API for this, and I always forget how it goes. Or is it better to by name? Hold on, sorry. Find. It is by type. Okay, we'll just do this. This is so bad, but I'm doing it because I don't want to do it properly on stream because it'll just be more boring that way. Grab all of the renderers. I always forget what goes in here. Include inactive, exclude. And no sort mode. Okay. Where the renderer's game object name equals cube. Oh, that's so bad. It hurts me to write it, but that's okay. But here's what you do. If you have to write an icky bit of code like this, all you do is you make a comment and you say hack. And then you say temporary, don't keep, I'm sorry, please forgive me. And if you just label it as a hack, then you don't have to worry about it. It's totally kosher. Do you have trade? Maybe you can build a port later. Ooh, ports for trade would be fun. It might be out of scope for what I'm trying to do with this game though. Land renderer dot material equals material database dot base tile mat. And then we're going to do the exact same thing for all tile topper renderers. Okay, we can actually optimize this call. We'll say all renderers, renderers, oh my gosh, equals that. And then we can just sort them here. And instead of cube, the tile toppers are cube.002. This is so gross. Ugh, this is not sustainable, and I hate everything about this, but it's in the name of science. And by science, I mean time. Topper renderer. Okay, we can try that. Grossly inefficient, but we'll see if it works. Oh, shoot. It worked. Let's see if we can get a better color scheme, though. Do that. There we go. And whoever was saying we had too much bloom before was totally right. That's so bright. I don't know why there's so much bloom on this. But now the land and the water is updating. Rendering settings. Let's go here and see if we can tone down the bloom. Where is that? Is it on the camera? This is the problem with jumping between different projects, is I always forget how things are structured from project to project. Let's go to camera first. Camera controller, main camera. Do I have post-processing stuff on here? Nope. Let's go to rendering settings. Let's see if it's here. Post-processing volumes, no. I can't remember where I set the bloom. It's been a while since I've had to do this. It might just be the lighting settings. It could be the environmental lighting. Let's see. Yeah. So if I go like that, like -0.4, that looks a bit better. I might want to go a little further though. Oh, I hate how it resets whenever you do that. I don't know why they do that in Unity. -0.2. That might be too much. It's actually not too bad. Okay, let's go back and try different world color data sets. Yeah, that's pretty good, I guess. So it's like -0.6. Okay. Let's change that and see if it looks good. -0.6. Boom. Done. Let's see. This is balls. Replace immediately is a good comment for all kinds of dodgy code. Yeah, exactly. We all know it'll never be replaced. You know, if it's not broken, don't fix it. There we go. Okay, check it out. We have new color palettes that we can change between. So this will be great because it'll be nice for unlocking new types of biomes for land that we unlock. And also, I need a way to disable the timer because I don't want the rounds to keep ending as I'm just trying to debug stuff. But that's all right. So, yeah, I think things are looking pretty good. What do we think? What do we think about the fact that we can change the colors? This is probably my favorite color scheme in Bridges and Docks. I like this one a lot. So now we need to be able to lerp in between two of them, which I had done at one point, and I think I pulled that feature out of the code, or I disabled it. But it was working at one point, so here's what I'm going to do is commit this and just say import color data scripts and assets. Don't forget to commit frequently. I'm going to keep saying it. I don't comment my code often, but when I do, yeah, exactly. Yo, you're streaming now. Yeah, I am a professional streamer, and you can tell because I started with my nice camera and then it broke like 10 minutes into the stream, and then I started using my potato webcam. So that's how you know I'm legit. But actually, I am just desperate for game ideas. So I figured, hey, if I just develop this game live, then hopefully all of the good ideas will float to the top of the chat, and then I can steal them and put them on this list. That's the goal anyway. Turns out you guys have all been bamboozled into free labor. Okay, we're lerping between colors. We want to make a sunset. That's what we want. Color util is probably where I would have put that. Color shades, get random darker, brighter color, get random color, apply material to renderers. Oh, this is great actually. I should just use this. Apply material to renders. That's great. Look at me. Look at me. We can do that instead of this. Watch. All land render. Oh no, color util. Dot apply material to renders. Let's import this first. Which order is it? Renders and then the material. We just do that. Suddenly we turned 3 lines of code into 1. Good job, everybody. Ta-da! Okay. Actually, I don't think this does anything either. So there's that. What were we doing? Oh, we're trying to figure out how to lerp between colors. I can't remember where I did that, when I did that. Generate property block, set base and dim color, set lit color. No. Shoot. I know I did it at one point. I just don't know if I have the code anymore. Maybe in color data? No. Nope. Dang, I don't know where it went. I know at one point oh, but you know what? It looked pretty garbage. I do remember that now. I made a way to easily smooth in between the changes for different colors, and I just remember it looked really bad. I don't know if I want to spend the whole time recreating it right now. I'll look a little bit more to see if I can find it. Thought we'd get a Steam key out of this. I'll give you guys a Steam key. Here. Let me try and find B&D promo keys. I'm a man of the people. Let me see. No. Sorry. I don't know how loud that was for you, but it was loud for me. Try and find those keys. B&D promo keys. I'll just do Steam. And I think this works. Stream giveaway. Okay. So this is here, let me pull this up. Dun, 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 dun. This is going to be a key for Bridges and Docks that you can redeem on Steam. How do I sign into chat? Sorry, I don't know how these streamer tools work. Let me see. I think I need to pull up the stream in a tab. 1 second. View on YouTube. Okay, there you go. There's a Steam key. Somebody can go have fun with that. Make a cool island. Join my Discord. Send a picture of the cool island that you made. It's an incremental game, but not sure about anything else. Yep. I thought to myself, here, I'll give another walkthrough of the game. Welcome, people who haven't seen this game yet. We are currently working on changing the colors. It's a fishing game. Hey, Kyle DeLazy. Very nice. Couldn't have gone to a better person. This is the game where you fish. And I feel obligated to have to describe this game every time a new person shows up in chat. That might get old, but I don't know what else to do about it because everybody comes in, they're like, what are we doing? And I'm like, well, let me show you. We're making a fishing incremental game where you have a fisherman that you employ. They catch fish every couple of seconds. You can also manually fish by clicking in the water, and you will spawn fish and collect them and bank them here. And then you can see at the top there's a little timer here. We just added that. That's how long you have until the round ends. And when the round ends, you can go to the shop and upgrade all of your fishing tools. So in 3 seconds, we will see that you can open up the shop. Let me buy a couple more fishermen. I'll buy a better upgraded rod, and there we go. Now we have 3 fishermen working under our employee. And you can also do things if I cheat and give myself more money or fish and open up the shop. You can see that I can buy more land. There we go. Oh, that's fun. That actually looks kind of cool. I won't lie. That's probably what I'm gonna want it to look like when I actually put in different biomes in the game. But yeah, that is interesting. Dang, I missed it because of my fat fingers. Yeah, it's always hard to get those. Pretty good odds though. I mean, you're only competing against, this says like 35 people right now, and I'm sure most people aren't closely paying attention. So that'll be fun. Maybe I'll do that every time that I stream, I'll just give away a Steam key. And then eventually, everybody will have my game for free. What's your favorite fish? A cuttlefish. Those things are sick. What made the color changer look bad? Did the lerp change each RGB channel independently? That is exactly right. Yeah, Slopeside Games. That is exactly what I did, and it looked like everything kind of just went through this like mushy gray, and then it went to the color that looked good. I don't know if there's a more strategic way. I don't know enough about color theory to make that look a little better, but I just remember it looked kind of nasty. Instead of fishing for fish, the fishes should fish for humans. This is the okay. These are the kind of things that wreck my productivity. We're gonna put this in a stretch goal ideas. Or maybe I'll start doing fun Fridays where we can do like crazy stuff. No, I'm not going to commit to that, but maybe. I'm going to actually copy and paste this exactly as how you posted it because it was great. Instead of fishing for fish, the fishes should fish for humans. Beautiful. When you buy a fisherman, does it come with a rod or do you have to buy a rod? It comes with the default rod, but you can upgrade the rods. But yeah, every fisherman comes with their own rod. And right now, when you buy a rod, the fisherman will come and get it, and they'll come pick it up. Oops. Oh, bad example. Store's a little broken. Buy a rod. Then they come and pick it up, and then they go back to their fishing spot, and they can fish faster now. Is it idler? Yeah, I'm still trying to get a feel for what is more fun. If I want it to be like a true idler, or if I want it to be more like an incremental game. Right now, I am experimenting with time-based rounds. So every 30 seconds, you try and collect as many fish as you can. And then you can go to the shop and get upgrades and all that. But we'll see. That's a bug. That land should not be unlocked next. But what are you going to do? I will say I love the casting animation. I remember that was like the first thing that I did on this project. And I just love how the fishing lines feel like stringy, and you can just kind of chuck the bobber. It's obviously not perfect. Sometimes they get mismatched and stuff, but overall, I think it's a cute little animation. But all right, I might call it here. This might be my wrap up for the stream. We did a lot. We didn't get sunset colors, but we got the color changing mechanic in so that I can up next try lerping between them and have that be a gradual sort of fade into sunset color. But we got pretty good. We got pretty far. This was way more productive than yesterday. Maybe I'll figure out my camera situation so that you guys don't have to look at my webcam feed. But yeah, all in all, pretty impressed. You guys do good work. You're all hired. And I don't know when I'm going to stream again. I'll probably just do it on the days where I feel like I don't want to be sitting in a room by myself. So maybe that'll be every day, and maybe I will never stream again. I don't know. I don't even know how alerts work for streams. Do you guys get emails when I go live, or do you have to hit the bell icon in YouTube? I don't know how that works. But I don't know anything about streaming. All I want to do is fish. So, all right, we'll wrap it up there. Thanks, gang. Let's see. Good stream. So when you have 1,000 fishermen, how does the rod upgrading work? Only one gets a new rod. Yeah, that is a really good observation. I don't think that's how it's going to work in the long run. I think everyone will probably get the new upgraded rod. but we'll have to see how that goes. One of the future ideas is to implement runners. So maybe everybody gets a new rod, but all the rods spawn at the base, and then you have to employ these runners to go deliver them to the fishermen. Something like that. We'll see. You were just at the top of my subs with the live avatar. Oh, that's great. That's pretty cool, actually. It just showed up in my feed. Nice. It happens to see you live on my feed. Glad to have caught a stream. Awesome. Thanks, gang. Have a good one. Great stream. Cool. I appreciate it. New video coming out on Monday. It's kind of a fun one. I'll give you guys a little teaser. I rebuilt some of the main mechanics of my game bridges and docks in a new game engine, and I made a video about it. And so that'll come out on Monday, which will be fun. But until next time, thank you all for listening to me blab, and thanks for the good ideas, and I'll see y'all real soon. Cool. Awkward outro.